Hello there guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to a brand new video, and this video is a match preview for Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. The game kicks off tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening at 5:30 p.m. UK time at Selhurst Park, and this should be 3 points for Chelsea. We cannot afford to lose against Crystal Palace like we did against West Brom last weekend. You know, that performance was absolutely atrocious, embarrassing, and disgusting. Tomorrow, we cannot do the same thing again. We need to card these mistakes, and we need to make sure that these players don't get a yellow card or a red card because like what Thiago Silva did last week, you know, these players cannot we just cannot be down to 10 men yet again against a team that we're supposed to beat. We cannot, because if we do, there is going to be another loss and another um, and no clean sheets for Thomas Tuchel and for Edouard Mendy and this and that. So tomorrow we need to get the 3 points if you want to put ourselves in the Champions League next season. And if you look at the table, we are in fifth place as I'm recording this right now. Fifth place. You look at West Ham, they are in fourth place because they've got 52 points while Chelsea got 51. I don't want West Ham to be in the Champions League next season. I'm not saying that because I don't want West Ham fans to be confused and feel like, oh, he's delusional. I want Chelsea because if we don't make it in the Champions League, then it's going to be a problem. You know, just like Antonio Conte did after winning the league, this could be like the same thing, dropping into fifth place and not being in the Champions League. So I definitely don't want that to happen. I want Chelsea to be in the Champions League next season, and the only way to do that is to pick up 3 points against the team that we're supposed to beat. We should have beaten West Brom, but because we're down to 10 men and the disgusting performance, we didn't do it. So hopefully these Chelsea players will pick up 3 points and bounce back like we did against Porto on Wednesday night when we beat them 2-0. Overall, an average performance, but we've won 2-0 against Porto. Let's hope we can build that same kind of mentality and the performance against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Let's hope we can do that. You know, we need to pick up 3 points in order to get Chelsea back into the Champions League next season, because Europa League is still a good competition, but it's not like the highest competition ever. It's the Champions League that is the elite league. You know, that's where I want Chelsea to be next season. So we need to pick up 3 points and get the win against Crystal Palace. Now, in terms of the players, of course, Thiago Silva is suspended for the next three matches because of the red card against West Brom last week after that Jorginho mistake yet on that game against West Brom. You know, so Thiago Silva is out, but N'Golo Kante is fit because he came on as a substitution when a game against Porto on Wednesday. So I'm glad that N'Golo Kante is back, because I thought that it will take weeks or months to hear that he's fit, but since he played as a substitution against Porto, he's fit enough to play in this game. So I'm happy for that, and yeah, I think net hope. I don't know what's going on, but the front three are just not doing well anymore. You know, Timo Werner keep on missing chances. Kai Havertz as well. I mean, I just don't know what's going on. I don't know why we're not scoring like huge or big goals against teams. Like, we're not scoring 3 or 4 past them. When have we ever scored more than 2 goals against teams? When under Thomas Tuchel? When? Because I can't remember the last time we have a big win against teams under Thomas Tuchel. I can't remember. We do it under Lampard, but we don't do it against under Thomas Tuchel. Why? I just don't know why. You know, I'm sad that Lampard left, but Thomas Tuchel is the real deal, and we're not scoring enough goals to seal off this game and to say it's game over. You know, I just don't know. Hopefully next season going forward will improve, and hopefully we'll sign some strikers, because since Diego Costa left, there has been no striker for Chelsea who scored more than 20 goals. You know, which is really sad because I want the player to score more than 20 Premier League goals this season for Chelsea, and no striker has done that. So hopefully this summer we'll sign someone who can rely on to score 20 plus goals. It could be Lukaku, it could be Harry Kane, Erling Haaland, this and that. You know, I just don't know which striker will come in for Chelsea. But whoever it is, they need to score more than 20 goals if we want to secure our place into the Champions League. Because right now the top four race is still on. You look at Man City, they're gonna win. They're gonna lift the Premier League trophy. They've already secured their place in the top four. You look at United, it's like 50-50, but they're probably still in it. You look at Leicester, you look at West Ham, you look at the teams down below, they're still fighting for the top four. And we cannot mess it up, Chelsea. So hopefully next season we can stay, like say, either second place or maybe challenge or maybe win the title. Because if we want to secure our place and not feel scared, then we need to finish in the top two. Because third and fourth place is still good, but it's not enough. But being in the top two, better. And that's how I want Chelsea to be next season. If we want to be title contenders, and we can all say that Chelsea comfortably are going for the Champions League next season. That's what I want to do. And in order to do that, we need to score big goals and not lose and not concede. That's what we need to do next season. So yeah, it's so hopefully this season we'll be in the Champions League, and hopefully next season we'll be in the top two, so that we can confidently go through to the Champions League and not fear all the top four races on this and that, including Chelsea. No, I want to secure it. So hopefully next season we will improve and be better. So yeah, let me give you the lineup that I think Thomas Tuchel should do in order for Chelsea to win against Crystal Palace in Selhurst Park tomorrow. So in goal, for me, it's got to be Mendy because even though he didn't keep a clean sheet and maybe the saves that he could have done against West Brom, he's still on number one, and he makes some big saves against Porto, and yeah, and kept a clean sheet. So that's why I'm still putting Mendy there because he's still at number one. Of course, we cannot put Kepa there because he will make a mistake. But Mendy for me is on number one. So Mendy starts in goal. We move on into the back three. On the left centre back, I'm going to put in Rudiger because I thought he did really well against Porto. I didn't get why he didn't start against West Brom last week, but and against Porto he did really well. So that's why I'm going to put in Rudiger there because he's still one of the best left centre backs under Thomas Tuchel, and he will do really well in the coming days to go. Especially for the Euro. So yeah, Rudiger on the left centre back. In the middle, I'm going to put in Christensen. Like I said before, Thiago Silva is suspended for 3 matches because he got a red card against West Brom. So there's no other choice but to put in Christensen because he's the best centre back against Thomas Tuchel as well. The back three is still ace and change. On the right side, it is Aspilicueta. As the right centre back because he's a captain, he's a leader, and he's doing well. This is the back three that should be playing every single game. If one of them gets injured, then that will be a problem. But it's got to be the same back three. I don't want to see Kurt Zuma on the left and then he does makes a mistake. No, Zuma on the left, Christensen in the middle, and Aspilicueta on the right. That is it. That is it. If you want to play Kurt Zuma, play me as a centre back, not as a left centre back or the right centre back, because that doesn't suit him. The middle, yes, but as the left, no. But for this game, it has to be the same back three, the same back three. Now we move on into the two wing backs. On the left, for this one, I'm going to put in Ben Chilwell because I think against Porto he did really well, especially that goal. That was a brilliant goal. The way he just ran on over his own, just loft the ball over the goalkeeper and then just score was brilliant. And yeah, it hasn't normally it's usually Marcos Alonso who plays well at that stage, but since Marcos Alonso was awful against West Brom, I cannot let him start this game. So I'm going to give Ben Chilwell a chance. If he can do what he did against Porto, then that'll be brilliant. Then maybe the left wing back isn't so bad for him after all. Obviously, that's not his best position, but let's give him a chance to see what happens against Crystal Palace tomorrow. On the right wing back, for me, is got to be Reece James because I thought he also did really well against Porto. I know that some of you thinking why not Carlos Odoi, and I agree with you guys, but Reece James plays well as the right wing back. Going forward he's good, and he put in some brilliant crosses, and yeah. So if he doesn't play well like he did against West Brom, then in the next game I'll put Hostodoi as my starting lineup. But for this game tomorrow, I'll put in excuse me, Reece James. Now we move on into the two pivots. Now I'm going to put in N'Golo Kante and Kovacic as the two pivots or the two midfielders because Jorginho got the assist for Mason Mount's goal. But in that West Brom game, he was the worst player. Just giving the ball away, making some stupid mistakes, just standing there and not doing not winning the ball back. I just cannot see him stop this game against Crystal Palace tomorrow. I'm missing N'Golo Kante, and that's why N'Golo Kante and Kovacic shoot in that position, especially N'Golo Kante, because against Atletico Madrid he was phenomenal, and as he plays in that, he just wins the ball back, interceptions. Going forward he's good, so that's why I'm going to put in Kovacic and N'Golo Kante as the two pivots. N'Golo Kante on the left and Kovacic on the right, if you know what I mean. Now we move on into the front three. On the left-hand side, I'm going to put in Mason Mount. Like I said, I understand why Christian Pulisic deserves to start, but for this one, it's got to be Mason Mount. He is probably becoming one of the best Chelsea player this season. He's not going to be like the best Premier League player this season, but for Chelsea, he already is. You see that goal against Porto, that was magical money Mason Mount, as people like to call it. But he was brilliant against Porto. So that's why I want to see Mason Mount start this one because if he can do what he does, then brilliant. This will be his best season on the Thomas Tuchel and maybe on the Lampard too. But you know what I mean. On the right, I'm going to put in Kai Havertz, and I know he missed that chance against Porto, but that position suits him. Against Atletico Madrid, he started their counter attack when we went 1-0 up, and Ziyech, got the goal. So maybe Kai Havertz, I know he will improve against Crystal Palace today. I know he will. So that's why I'm going to put Kai Havertz on the right. Now, the striker, for me, it's got to be Olivier Giroud. I cannot see him be on the bench for this game because um, he only played under Thomas Tuchel once and Timo Werner played so many times. I just don't get it. I really don't. I want to see Olivier Giroud start rather than Tammy Abraham or Timo Werner because Giroud is our best striker this season and, so far under Chelsea. I know he keeps missing chances, but at least whenever we do a cross, he will score from there. So that's why I will put in Olivier Giroud rather than Timo Werner because if Timo Werner keeps missing chances, then we're not going to beat Crystal Palace and not going to score big goals. So that's why I'm going to put in Giroud there because I trust him. And if he does score a lot of goals, then there you go. That solves our problem. That solves our problem. But that doesn't mean we're not going to strike a new striker because we had to. We need to do it for next season. But for this game tomorrow, I'll put in Giroud up there as a striker. So that's it. That is my starting lineup. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, and also tell me which play do you want to see start against Crystal Palace? Do you want to see Marcos Alonso as a left wing back? And do you want to see Hudson-Odoi maybe start on this game? Just let me know in the comments down below. Now, in terms of the prediction, I'm gonna go for Crystal Palace nil, Chelsea 2. I know that it's frustrating that we're not scoring enough goals, but I believe we'll win. We need to get the 3 points. Like I said, as I'm recording this right now, Chelsea are in fifth in the table, and West Ham is in fourth place. And if we want to be in the Champions League next season, we have to make sure that we keep winning all our games and make sure that West Ham don't get into the Champions League, because it will be weird for them seen in the Champions League. It will be very weird. But I know if they get into the Champions League, they will just probably go out of the group stage and be in fourth place, because I just can't see them in the Champions League, progressing or even making through to the knockout stages, this and that. I just want Chelsea to win in order to get the 3 points. So that's why I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 2. Sorry, Crystal Palace nil, Chelsea 2. That's my prediction. What's your prediction? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Chelsea will score three or more? Because I don't. I don't. If we improve going forward, then maybe there's a chance. But I'm just going to go for 2-0. I believe we can keep another clean sheet, under Thomas Tuchel. We should have done it against West Brom, but since we're down to 10, we had no chance. But hopefully this game will keep a clean sheet. So that's my prediction. Now, before I end this video, there is some really, really sad news to tell you guys about. I just woke up this morning and my mom just literally told me that Prince Harry died at the age of 99 today. We don't know how this has happened, but he has died from the age of 99 today. And Condis, I don't know how to pronounce this, but my heart's thoughts and prayers go out to the Majesty, the Queen, the royal family, and everywhere in the world who has been mourning about the loss of Prince Harry. So yeah, rest in peace to him. It's really, really sad. I mean, this year is just one of the bad years ever. First we had Sir Tom, then it was Claude, and now it's Prince Charles, no, Prince Harry. I just don't know. Even though 2021 will be the good year, because we're nearly getting out of freedom, just a couple of months left. It's like being like half and half. It's been good and then it's been bad. This year is just unbelievable. Special people dying. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. This year has been a hell of a year, but yeah, rest in peace to him. You know, Boris Johnson praises him, and sports pays tribute to him. And before the game kicks off, there'll be a minute of silence to reflect on the death of the Duke of Edinburgh. And also, the players will be wearing a black wristband to reflect on this, because football, cricket, every sport pays tribute to him, because they're really sad to hear this, and I'm sad too. So yeah, the Duke of Edinburgh, rest in peace to you. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say before I end this video. So yes, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so that I never miss any of my content. And there'll be a live watch along tomorrow. Let's hope that live watch along will be better than last Saturday, where I got angry and I was ranting. Let's hope it will be a positive one. I'm praying to God that it will. So thank you guys so much for watching. Look after yourselves, take care, and peace, and come on, you Blues.